November. Ladies and gentlemen, on a possibly 6 to 7% swing, can you join me in congratulating my favourite, your favourite, Joe Kelly and friends? An amazing candidate here in Greenslopes. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. I'm going to say a few words in a minute, but I think we probably all mostly want to hear from the man of the moment. So Joe, congratulations. I know there's a few results to come in, but it's looking really positive. We hand over to you to hear a little bit about today.
Oh, stuck for words. My
God. I'm not stuck for words. I'm just trying to choose which ones to get out first. Wow, thank you so much. What an amazing outcome. We don't know that it's fully our way yet, but we're feeling pretty good and we hope it keeps going in our direction. I'm so humbled to be here tonight. I'll start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land where we're meeting and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I just don't really know where to start, so maybe what I should do is just go through a normal campaign day and that'll help me to thank all the people that I need to thank. So most of that starts with Brooke and Jordan. And Jordan ain't here because Jordan's not leaving the accounting office until he's got the final count in.
Good on you, Jordan.
Because I made her come.
That is accurate.
Every day, those two work so hard for me in my electorate office. They carry me, they inspire me, they are so embedded in our community, they're fantastic. And I can't wait for Jordan to get here to thank him as well. But Brooke, thank you so much. And then I head out the door. I usually go doing some letterboxing about 5 o'clock in the morning. And I just want to thank all of those people. See Ben and Tina there, done so much letterboxing for me over the years, and just fantastic to get out the door. And then, where is he? Where's Derek? Where's Derek? Where's Derek? There he is. Every single morning. I couldn't make him go home. I couldn't make him go. I wanted him to go home because there's a rumour going around that apparently Derek is old. Well, that rumour is rubbish! He is full of energy that would put Brenna to shame. Let me tell you that. And Peter Kington would come out every morning with me. I was never on my own. I never walked alone, thanks to Derek and Peter Kington. But so many other people came out and stood on those street corners with me in the morning. When we could do bus stops and talk to commuters, we did bus stops and talk to commuters. When COVID told us we couldn't, we went and did something else. And Derek was there every single day. And then I went door knocking. Well, actually, no, there was something else that happened in between that. I had coffee. I went to a different coffee shop, and lots of you came and had a lovely cup of coffee with me and supported our local small businesses, because that's what the Labor government does. We support small businesses. And then I went door knocking, and where is the amazing Eddie? Where is Eddie? This guy. This fella. Amazing. Every day. I think I broke him twice during the campaign.
More than twice.
There was a day where we went out, we did about 4 or 5 hours of door knocking. We got to the end of the day and Eddie's thinking, that's it, we're going home. And I said, Eddie, let's just go and do a little bit more letterboxing. There's a little bit more light left in this day. And I can see Eddie going, oh. It wasn't just Eddie, Jim Loftus, Saggy Pillay, so many great people that came out door knocking. So if you came out door knocking with me, I know Callum came out door knocking with me. Thank you so much for coming out door knocking with me. And then we'd get to the end of the day and there'd be community meetings and there'd be the phone hookups at the end of the day. And every Tuesday night, without fail, I see Carl Burney down there, we'd get on that phone, we'd get on that Zoom hookup. Tina was there on the Zoom hookup. Who else was on the Zoom hookup here? Trish. Yeah, in fact, they're probably still sitting on a Zoom hookup waiting for us to join them at the moment. They would jump on every Tuesday night and they would go, what's our message of the week? How do we support you? If we can't walk out the door and knock on a door, we can't go out there and stand on a street corner, we want to support you, Joe. We want to support Labor and we want to get out there and we want to make sure that you win. And those people did a really important job. So thank you so much to all our social organising team. You're fantastic. And then we got to our pre-poll, and again I've got to single out Derek here. He is, without doubt, the politest man to hand out a how to vote card. The politest man to hand out a how to vote card. And he just led the team on our pre-poll booth. And so many of you here, I look around the room, so many of you stepped up to pre-poll. And wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun?
Absolutely.
Wasn't it fun being told by people who have achieved absolutely nothing? Absolutely nothing. They have not put up one solar panel. They have passed 0 laws in relation to integrity. They have built 0 social housing. They have never actually, no, they've never created Medicare. They've never stood up for workers. They've never been walked off site because they went on strike, like I did at the Greenslopes Hospital. We're sued. They've never walked off site, yet they claim to be the biggest friend of workers. And we had to bloomin' stand there for the last 12 days listening to the absolute rubbish and vile and vitriol that the Greens spewed at us every single day. And we stood up to them, led by Derek, led by Matt Campbell, led by Alicia, led by Eddie, led by Brooke, led by Jordan, led by so many good people. And we took it up to them and said, no, we are proud to be Labor. We are proud of our achievements. We are proud of the things that we have done. And then we get to today. And, you know, it's rare you get a campaign where 70% of people have voted before election day. Now, I don't want to demoralise anybody who walked out the door and helped me today. And Pete, you were late to the party today. My brother Pete, thank you. It's so good to have my family here, my extended family. And anybody heard anything about Whitsunday? We need to know about Whitsunday.
No, looks like
no. Come on, Angie. Angie. But Pete made sure he drove down here. He came down here on the train last Sunday. He spent the day letterboxing for me. He came out with me. He came to sell raffle tickets to the Coorparoo Bowls Club, but nobody showed up to buy them because of some storm. But Pete was here helping me, and thank you, Pete. But today, we could have just packed up and gone home because 70 to 75% of people have voted today. But we did not do that. Dylan, a great find in this campaign, a guy who helped me. Angela Cran, an old friend of mine, and like Pete, a good SDA delegate. These are people that stepped forward today, and even though we knew that the result was probably already in the can, one way or another, they still worked hard till 6 o'clock tonight. Claudia, great friend, stepped forward, gave me a bit of help and put up with my really bad Spanish, muchas gracias. I'll get Joseba to interpret that for me later. DJ, a great nursing friend, all of these fantastic people stepped forward. And look at him, over there on the phone, giving the results as he was always done, keeping people in touch with what's happening in Labor, with one of my bestest and oldest friends, Brian Merrin. You don't know how difficult it is for Brian to be out these days. But he'll never stay away from the Labor Party, will you, Brian? He was the man who first believed in me in this party. He was the man who said, Joe, you've got a big future, you just got to stick with it. And he backed me when a lot of other people didn't. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, mate. And then we get through to the evening where we've got that scrutineering going on. And I want to thank every single person who delayed their first beer to stick there and count those things. And I think we just broke Peter Sturck's heart, and I want to thank Peter Sturck because he ran through his results with the postal votes, and he thought, that's it, I'm out of here. And they said, no, Peter, there's 2 more bags to count. But Peter, there will be a beer here for you whenever you arrive. So thank you, one and all, to everybody who has contributed. I see Chris Anderson and George down the back there. Big supporters. My very first campaign, sat under my house, making phone calls, helping with administration. We didn't win that one, Chris, but you believed in me and you got me here tonight, so thank you so much. Broken shoulder can't keep Chris from He's just joined the party. But he is so committed. He's been a CPSU man his whole life, a good unionist. Thank you, David, for all you've done. I've got to thank Lisa and Chris down there as well, because that was the best bagpiping I've heard. Slightly, you've got a little bit to learn from Alex McConnell, but you will learn it.
Oh, Alex is one of the, I'll be happy to.
Folks, a couple other people I really want to thank. I want to thank my former campaign manager, Matthew Campbell, who inspires us all in our team so much. He could, he ran a great campaign in council. The Greens smashed him up. We probably didn't have the experience we have now about how to smash him back. But Matt ran a great campaign. And he could have put the tools down and said, look, I've worked really hard, I'm going to step aside and focus on the things I need to focus on. But he didn't. He kept coming out every single day for me. No matter what time I'd ring him, I'd say, Matt, there's a sign down here. Oh, okay, I'll go around and put that up. Matt, can you help Brooke? She needs this bit of social media done. Yeah, okay, I'll go and do that. Anything I asked for Matt, he stepped forward and he did it. So thank you, Matt. The Green. I don't know what it was about Matt, but whenever he showed up, the Greens all started to run away and they wouldn't come anywhere near him.
I smell worse than I did. Some of them start.
Another really important person I want to thank is Frank. Frank, thank you so much. You have very few people, except for my wife Susan, will know what you've done. But you have kept the home fires burning. You have helped out in so many ways. I believe you put about 5,000 postal vote applications in on your own. And you have allowed and worked with Alicia to free her up so that she could be the greatest campaign manager that, the guy has ever put breath into. So thank you, Frank. You're so generous. So let's give Frank a round of applause. But I do want to say a very big and amazing special thank you to Alicia Wiedemann. Thank you, Alicia. What a find! What a find! Can I tell you how I found Alicia? This is a great story. We were giving out small business grants, and I was ringing through people and I was saying, oh, congratulations for getting your grants. And as I was doing, I was Googling people up, and I Googled up Ingersoll Consulting, and I'm looking at Alicia, and I'm flicking through the photos, thinking I've got to learn a bit more about this business, and I'm thinking, that looks like the Fox. I've been to a few parties at the Fox.